What if I told you that mastering one essential pattern could instantly add elegance and sophistication to any chord progression you play? As an intermediate piano player, you're ready to discover how one fundamental pattern can completely transform your playing. And by the end of this tutorial, you'll be creating your own flowing waltz harmonies that add instant elegance to any chord progression. So let's start with the basics. A waltz is built on a distinctive 3/4 time signature. That's 3 beats per measure, and this rhythm has shaped everything from classical compositions to modern jazz and popular music. The waltz pattern creates that characteristic pa pa feel that makes the music dance and flow. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Rosemarie. I've been teaching for over 20 years and composing imaginative educational piano music for nearly as long here at Must Love Music. Now, I don't know about you, but I always find it so much easier to hear these patterns in action rather than just talking about them. So let me play a small musical example that brings these concepts to life. It's Waltz of the Lilies. So you can find this piece on my website at mustlovemusic.ca or just scan this QR code if you're like, yeah, I love that song. So did you notice how the left hand creates that flowing foundation while the melody dances above? For our practice today, we're going to use this chord progression: B flat major, C minor, F major, G minor, and then back to B flat major. So this one's a little longer than some of our other videos, but this gives us a beautiful harmonic foundation to work with. So I'm going to show you 3 waltz patterns. We're going to start with the easiest, and these are the chords we're going to use. Pattern 1, I call this one the broken chord waltz because we're just modifying how we play a broken chord. This uses the tonic, the median, dominant, median, and then dominant. As you can tell, we're just playing a broken chord and repeating those top 2 notes. All right, so let's do that one together. You'll notice that I used some inversions, and that was so that I could flow a little bit but stay in roughly the same area. So B flat major, C minor, we've got F major, G minor, so stepping up down to B flat major. Okay, if you need to pause, go ahead and do that, then come back. Pattern 2, this is our basic waltz pattern. It's the one you're probably going to see the most often at this intermediate level. So what we do is we play the root and then we jump up to the chord. Okay, so it sounds and looks a little like this. You'll notice that I use different inversions, and that's because you can kind of play around with this and make it go higher or lower. So let's try that together. If you play a different inversion for me, no worries. So B flat, C minor, F major. Ooh, that one felt a little low. G minor, and then B flat major. So as I'm doing these videos, I'm actually experimenting with you in terms of the inversions. Pattern 3 is I'm a real big fan of adding sevenths to chords. It just adds this really beautiful, sophisticated sound. So let's try this out. We're going to keep it fairly simple. Play the root and then the other 3 notes. Be sure to pause and try any of these 3 patterns out. And if this is helpful, please subscribe. It means a lot and lets me know these videos are helpful to you. In my online studio, learn to create your own music using concepts like these waltz patterns from day 1. My approach is designed to be accessible and neurodivergent-friendly, helping everyone learn piano at their personalized pace in a supportive online environment. Ready to explore piano learning in your own way? Visit mustlovemusic.ca or scan this QR code to book your meet and greet. Now for the exciting part. Let's improvise with these waltz patterns. The easiest approach is a single line melody. We're going to add a simple melody line using the pentatonic scale notes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 for a major pentatonic, or you can just stick with chord tones. Throw in a few passing notes or neighbor notes and you've got an instant melody. Remember to pause the video and try this out for yourself. Just make a little melody. The second thing we're going to do is add some harmonies, so adding parallel thirds. You can take your melody line that you just created and play some or all of the notes with parallel third intervals. So this means that if your melody note was, say, B flat, if you went lower, then it would be G, and if you went higher, it would be D. And here's an example. Wait a minute, didn't I play that before? Yes, I did. And you'll notice that I didn't actually use third intervals all the way through. You may find as you improvise, the third interval maybe doesn't sound great in a section, so maybe try a fourth interval or even a second interval. By the way, what's your favorite way to add harmony to your playing? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences. All right, so for those that are ready for more complexity, try parallel sixth intervals. It's not always going to sound perfect. That's fine. You can easily adjust those notes, but you might be surprised at how often it creates stunning results. So again, some of those notes, I knew that they weren't going to sound good as a sixth interval, so I snuck a fifth interval and a fourth interval in there. Let me know if you found them. Go ahead and try this out. See, do you like the parallel third option, the parallel sixth interval option? I just think it's really cool that we can experiment with harmonies these ways. So these waltz piano techniques will help you create gorgeous flowing harmonies that make your music feel alive. Combined with the stride patterns from my previous video, you'll have amazing rhythmic tools at your fingertips. And if you want to explore these concepts even further in a supportive environment, remember that meet and greet at mustlovemusic.ca. Thanks and happy playing.